If you want to know everything about the self-proclaimed Top G, you should watch this video because we will tell you every single detail. We should definitely take a closer look at this man. Tate himself. His rapid rise to fame was no accident. Evidence obtained by The Observer shows Tate's followers were instructed to flood social media with videos of him selecting the most controversial clips to maximize views and engagement. The coordinated effort, involving thousands of members of Tate's private online academy Hustlers University and a network of copycat accounts on TikTok, has been described by experts as a blatant attempt to manipulate the algorithm and artificially boost his content. In less than 3 months, this strategy has earned him a huge following online and potentially millions of pounds. 127,000 members now pay £39 a month to join the Hustler University community, many of them men and boys from the UK and US. But even though much of the content appears to violate TikTok's rules, which explicitly prohibit misogyny and copycat accounts, the platform appears to have done little to limit Tate's distribution or block the accounts responsible. Instead, it catapulted him into the mainstream by allowing clips of him to go viral and actively promoting them to young users. Tate, who grew up on a housing estate in Luton, is the son of a restaurant worker and chess master and has long made headlines for sparking controversy. In his 20s, he worked as a producer for TV and trained as a kickboxer at the local gym before becoming a world champion professional fighter. In 2016, his high-profile career seemed to be over, barely having begun when he was kicked out of the house after participating in Big Brother, after a video surfaced of him hitting a woman with a belt. Shortly after, a second video surfaced in which he asked a woman to count the bruises he apparently inflicted on her. Both Tate and the woman denied any abuse and said the clips showed consensual sex. More controversy followed. Posts containing homophobic and racial slurs were found on his Twitter page. In September 2017, he was criticized by mental health charities for saying depression was not real. The following month, he weighed in on the Me Too debate, saying that women should bear some responsibility for rape, a view he has since repeated and which led to him being banned from Twitter, among other things. The backlash provided Tate with work and helped him gain notoriety. He appeared on InfoWars, the podcast of conspiracy theorist Alex Jones, was pictured with far-right YouTuber Paul Joseph Watson, and met Donald Trump Jr. at Trump Tower, which he subsequently posted on Facebook. Tate family supports Trump fully. MAGA. He also spoke openly about being accused of violence against multiple women, though aside from a traffic offense in 2018, he was not ultimately charged with a crime. In an interview, Tate described an incident in which a woman knocked a cell phone out of his hand at a club and a man then punched him, after which they began to wrestle. During the scuffle, he says he accidentally hit the woman and broke her jaw. In another video, he says he was investigated by police for allegedly abusing a woman, which he denied. In that case, his home was searched, equipment was confiscated, and he was held in a cell for 2 days. Around the time that British police were investigating the abuse allegations, Tate reportedly left the UK for Romania. In a video explaining the reasons for his move, he suggested that it would be easier to avoid rape charges there. This is probably 40% of the reason he moved there, he says in a video, adding, "I am not a rapist, but I like the idea of just being able to do what I want. I like being free." But more accusations followed. In January, the Daily Mirror reported that Tate and his brother Tristan were making millions from webcam sites where men spend a fortune falling for models' fake stories, something they themselves described as a total scam. In April, the brothers' property was stormed by police after a tip-off from the US Embassy that a 21-year-old American woman was being held against her will. The Tates were detained for questioning, but then released and deny any wrongdoing. Romanian authorities said last week that the investigation, which later expanded to include human trafficking and rape allegations, was ongoing. Amid the drama that played out offline, Tate's online content picked up steam. Since January, newly compiled videos of interviews with Tate have garnered millions of views on TikTok over the years, but in recent weeks, that growth has accelerated. In August alone, clips tagged with his name were viewed more than 1 billion times. The posts come not from Tate himself, who does not appear to be active on the platform, but from hundreds of accounts, often using his name and photo, run by his followers, members of Hustler University. Members, including boys as young as 13, are told they can earn up to £10,000 per month by learning about crypto investing, drop shipping, and recruiting others to Hustlers University, with a 48% commission for each person recruited. To have the best chances of getting people to sign up, they are advised to stir up controversy to improve their chances of going viral. In one guide, Hustler University students are told that the key to success is to generate comments and controversy. Ideally, what you want is a mix of 60 to 70% fans and 30 to 40% haters. You want arguments. You want war. Subscribe to First Edition, our free daily newsletter, every weekday morning at 7 a.m. BST. At first glance, many Tate videos seem innocuous, even funny. In his typically direct style, he pokes fun at men who drink tap water instead of sparkling water, and at people who own cats. Real men have dogs, he says. Other material is presented under the banner of male self-improvement. Much of it, however, seems to fit the definition of hateful content set forth in TikTok's community guidelines, which state that TikTok is inclusive and supportive and prohibits content that praises, promotes, glorifies, or endorses any hateful ideology, including misogyny. TikTok's terms of service also explicitly state that accounts are banned from impersonating another person by using their name or image in a misleading manner. Last week, however, content offered to users on the platform was found to be in blatant violation of the rules. An anonymous experiment was run with a blank account set up for a teenager to see content from Tate. After 2 videos were watched, more were recommended, including clips in which he expressed misogynistic views. The next time the account was opened, the first 4 posts were from Tate, 4 from different accounts. For fans of Tate, the results will come as little surprise. Much of his story is not hidden but has been openly discussed in podcasts, and his supporters say his straightforward style is an antidote to the so-called stamp culture. Critics say his rise raises concerns about online misogyny and potential radicalization, and one woman online called him the scariest man on the internet. Another, who sought advice on a forum, described how her boyfriend's attitude and opinions had changed dramatically after watching videos of Tate. Andrea Simon, director of the End Violence Against Women Coalition, said many of the Tate videos seemed to clearly violate TikTok's terms of service and suggested that by doing nothing, the platform was facilitating and ultimately profiting from the potential radicalization of its young male users. And of course, if you want to know more about this news, you can always tell us about it down in the comments section and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.